Hey, this is Dan Recchia with Alesis Drums, and I'm here to go over the V1.1 feature update for your Alesis Strike Multi-Pad. In addition to a bunch of enhancements under the hood, we have 4 major features that we're bringing you. The first, we've expanded the Wave import compatibility, so it works with virtually all of the popular Wave formats out there. Next, we've expanded the sample editing feature. We've also added a new intuitive way to add effects to your samples. And finally, we have a new pad group mode called the hi-hat mode. So that's a lot to cover. Before we get into it, let's look at how you do a firmware update. First, you want to go to strikemultipad.com and download the V1.1 update, and then get yourself a USB thumb drive, and you want to put the update file in there on the root directory of this thumb drive. Then, you want to power off your Strike Multipad, and then plug in your USB drive. And then while holding the BPM and click buttons together, power it back on. And you see you come up to this bright blue screen. That's the firmware update screen. And all you have to do is once it detects that the update is there, it'll say V1.1, and you just push this to update. And this update will take about 3 or 4 minutes. And then after that, it'll ask you to reset. You just power off and power back on. And that is all. The firmware update is complete. Okay, so I mentioned that you can import WAV files of any of the popular formats out there. So let's go through importing a WAV file and then using the new sample edit features. So I have my USB drive connected in the back here. I'm gonna press the sound button, and then I'm gonna hit the pad that I want to assign the sample to. I'll just hit this first one. And then I'm gonna hit the import button, and it reads the USB drive, and there we go. It shows us the 3 samples that I have on this drive. Now again, these can be in any particular format, and it will allow you to preview and import them. So to preview it, I just press the play button, hit it again to stop, and to import it, all I have to do is just press this single button, and it imports it to pad 1. All right, so now it's imported. I'm gonna hit the sound button again, and then I'm gonna go to Edit, and I'm gonna go to Edit Start End. And now we see the waveform listed out here. And let's go through a few of the trimming features that we've added in the V1.1 update. So the A-Link knobs are what allow you to set the left and the right locators. The A, B, and C buttons set how coarse or fine that editing is. So in A, it's very coarse, but if we go to C, then the adjustment is very, very fine to hone in on a loop to make sure it's seamless. So I'm going to go to A, and I'm just going to find 2 parts of the waveform here. And let's see what we got. All right, now if I hit the F2 button, it's going to turn on the loop feature, and now this selection will be looping, and you can actually adjust the left and the right points while it's looping. And then we can use the main encoder to change this entire selection and rotate it all at one time. Okay, and then once you find a selection that you want to save, you have some new save options in V1.1. So I hit the F5 save button. Now if we hit the save here, this is the same as on V1.0. It's just going to save the full sample, and it's going to remember where your locations were. But we've also added 2 new options, trim and slice. So trim takes anything outside of the left and the right markers and totally deletes it. And slice takes anything outside of those markers, just takes the middle section and creates a whole new file from that. And that's actually really cool because you can take a drum loop or some type of sample and isolate just the snare drum or just the kick drum and create a new file from that. So let's actually do that now. So I'm going to go back to Edit, Start, End, and let's just find one snare drum. I'm just going to isolate that snare drum there. I'm going to hit save and slice. And then I'm going to hit exit. And now let's go find that sample I just sliced. So I hit the browse button, and you can see that my drum groove now has a new file, which is drum groove 177, and then an S1 has been added after it. That just means slice 1. And there we go. So you can do trimming to delete the outside of the WAV file, or slicing to create a new file from that. All right, so we have our drum sample on the pad, and now let's show you the new kit effects workflow by adding a pitch effect to it. So I'm going to go to the kit effects menu, and then I'm on the FX1 edit. I'm going to use the knob to change this to a pitch effect. Let's do pitch change, and let's make it so the pitch goes down an octave. And so now what I'm going to do is assign that pitch change effect to this pad. So I hit the assign button, and then I hit the pad. And while it's playing, I can adjust the main encoder to add the effect. So first I'll go about halfway so you can hear the octave down at the same time, and then I'll just go all the way. And there you go. So basically you set your effect, you hit assign, and you just hit the pad you want to assign the effect to and turn to add however much effect that you want. And you can repeat that same process across a bunch of pads at once. Super easy to use. Okay, and last but not least, let's go over the hi-hat pad group mode. So I'm gonna go to another kit here. And so what I've done in this kit is I've taken 5 different layers of hi-hat and I've assigned it to 5 different pads, from closed to open. I also have on the hi-hat pedal a chick sound. So in order to use the hi-hat mode, you first plug in some type of hi-hat pedal to the hi-hat input on the back of the Strike multi-pad. It can be a switch or a continuous type pedal. And then you go to the pad mode and into the group mode. And what you're going to do is you're going to take all of your different hi-hat layers, all those pads, and assign them to the same group. So let's do that first. So I'm going to hit the first one, assign it to group 3, assign the next one to group 3. And then I'm going to change that group's mode to hi-hat all the way at the end. So now, on my 5 pads, the hi-hat pedal now controls which one is playing. So take a look. Let's play a little groove. And that is the hi-hat group mode. So you can use this primarily for hi-hats, but you can also use it for a whole bunch of other things. You can assign whatever sound you want to that. For example, you could have a timpani that changes its tuning as you push the pedal down, or different articulations on a conga, or all kinds of different things. It's a great new feature. Okay, so that sums up the V1.1 feature update for your Strike multi-pad. Just go to strikemultipad.com to get the download, and I hope you enjoy it. This is Dan with the Alesis Drums team, and thanks for watching.